Hello, I am Eli J. Brown / Sonic Jr. and Sarah, and what you see is on the left, Scarox, and on the right, Bruiser. Now, why do I have these two characters up? Well, thing was, I wasn't very pleased with how these two characters were originally built, and so I did a couple of improvements. I actually didn't do it recently, I just haven't bothered to make a video about it until now. But now, I'm going to show you exactly the improvements that I've done. Now, Lego Jang did a couple of improvements himself. Of course, he improved both these characters, although I didn't do exactly the same thing that he did. I'll show you what I did. First of all, looking at Scarox here, you will know that I didn't change the chest armor piece, the main body piece on Scarox like Lego Jang did. He used Breakout Series Rocka's main body piece and used one of those hairy pieces from Savage Planet on the chest armor to cover up the print on Rocka's chest plate, although he could have just used something to rub the printing off, like I've done, but I stuck with the black main body piece. But here's what's actually changed. I used one of those three-jointed ball pieces that was first introduced with Waspix, and it was later introduced in other sets such as Thorinrax and the Ultra Build Joker set, and a couple of other sets that use this building system. It doesn't have the same function as before, you know, having the back what legs would you call them? Well, they were legs in the creature's natural form. So they don't move about. There's no special leverage with there, but I'm pretty much fine with that. I kind of find the special leverage to be something unnecessary. Of course, I will tell you that when I first got my Tahu, I built him in my own way, although I later built him using the actual instructions so I could have the arm move about. But I don't care about the arms moving about in this one. Anyway, I also used one of the, well, actually two of the shortest arm leg pieces, because just having these pieces attached to there would make it look really, really tight in, and I wanted it to be more pointed out, like how you see it here. And on the original version of Scarox, you may know that the upper leg pieces right here, the original Scarox had the light, well, not light, the dark gray ones, and I did not like the look of it because they were the only pieces on there, and I did not like how there were these the gray leg pieces when the rest of the body, the rest of the skeleton was black, so I just replaced them with black ones. Well, of course, my stringer has, his lower bone pieces are in the dark gray, but the rest are not, but, you know, I'm alright with that. Might change it in the future, might not, who knows. So that is pretty much my revamp on Scarox, not a total revamp, just a little minor one. Although, a thing to note is that this piece right here, the one that attaches the brain's tail to the back of the body of the creature, is in the gray color. Probably will later switch that out for maybe a black one or maybe a gold one if they are even available in gold. But yeah, that's my improvement on Scarox. As for Bruiser, just like with Scarox, he doesn't have the function that he had before, you know, with his larger hand moving about. So yeah, I took that function out of Bruiser, but it doesn't matter anyway. And here's how the arm now attaches to Bruiser. Let me take a couple of pieces off, like the brain. Well, now he's a free creature. Well, he still has the evil brain features. I'm actually going to put this piece back on because it didn't need to be removed. And I'm now going to take off more of the obvious pieces to show how I got the new arm connected. So I'll take this piece off because that's pretty obvious, and then the main body piece off because that's also pretty obvious. Just move the neck up right here. It doesn't look good, but I'm just demonstrating, and I'll put it back to the way it was as soon as I show how exactly the arm is put on. And this is how it is. I just used two of those black, whatever you would like to call them, half-size pieces. The ones that have two of the regular axle hole pieces on the outer parts, and one of the friction holes on the inner part. And I just used one of the old black 3 long size axle pieces, because not the new lighter gray ones, because the black ones have more friction in them. Because if I used one of the gray ones, the arm would be slipping out like that. Of course, it really doesn't matter what color the axle piece is, just as long as it has enough friction in it, I'm alright with it. And I used one of those pieces that I previously would have called Glatorian necks, you know, the pieces that are used to attach the Glatorian heads onto the rest of the body, but they've also been used on the necks for the first series villains, and they've been used for a couple of other things. And you may also notice that there are now just 2 of these rocky pieces on Bruiser's body instead of 3. I couldn't figure out where to put the third one. The third one was used on my Bruimus monk, you know, the very large Bruiser that I did, member of the species. And you might also notice that the pieces might be positioned the wrong way. To be honest, they really did not look as great as they did before. Like, if I put this piece over, like, here, it would not look as good as before. Well, actually, let me show you once I put the other pieces back on. Yeah, it does not look as good as it did before, so I just put the piece up like this to make it look a lot better, in my opinion. And I think this piece was also once like this, facing downward, but that kind of looked weak to me, so I just switched it around just like you saw before. And there you have it. Now I'm gonna put the evil brain back on to Bruiser. Sorry about that. I just wanted to demonstrate it. I might create you with in your natural forms maybe in December, but that's a long way away. Plus, we haven't had the release of the Wave 2 sets yet. So those are my small revamps to these 2 villain characters, and I don't know exactly whether or not I'll do any revamps on the Wave 2 sets. I'm not sure if I will like the way that they... Oh, there is another thing that I forgot to mention. Rather than that Technic lift arm piece as Bruiser had before, I used a skeleton, an actual arm right here. Although I did use one of the lower arm pieces as the upper part of here to, for some reason, I can't remember why, but I didn't like it, so I just decided to have it be the regular old way. And looking at the pictures of the Wave 2 villains that we haven't been released yet, although someone already reported that they're already whoopsie! Well, it doesn't matter, really. Reported that the Wave 2 sets are already available online at Toys R Us, but they do say that they are available in stores, but I haven't seen any in stores as of the time of this video. I haven't even been to a Toys R Us for a long while. I can't even remember the last time that I went. But it was a long time ago. I think that was back during the Wave 1 of Breakout that I went to a Toys R Us. That was probably when I got my Toxic Reaper, I think. So yeah, I haven't seen any Wave 2 Brain Attack sets in any Toys R Us stores, and they're not available for purchase online for some reason, maybe because they're actually not available yet. And I also haven't seen any people make videos about the Wave 2 Brain Attack sets yet, or found anybody who has any of the sets. Although I do predict that just like they did in 2011 and 2012, LEGO is going to release the summer sets in Germany before they release them in America. Well, lucky for the German, anyway. So thank you for watching, and I hope to talk to you in my next video. I'll be sure to get my next classic Bionicle review on the Mana, so yeah, I might do a revamp on Dragon Bolt once I get that particular set, because, well, I'll tell you once I get the set. So, I'll talk to you later.